Hi Rajesh sir, good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Jignesh. I am fine, thank you.
Thank you for your time, sir. Sir, Nifty at 15,400 plus levels. What do you think from here on?
So, first of all, I just wanted to congratulate all the investment guru viewers and followers that we are now trading at all-time high level. So, it's a uh, very feel-good factor for all the participant of the market. At we are trading at all-time high level, and those who are having faith on the Indian growth story, they are making money. So it's again, I just wanted to take the opportunity to
Thank you
congratulate
so
all
much,
the
sir.
participants. Yeah, yeah.
And sir, you have been the
So
proponent of the India growth story right from 12,000 plus levels when the first wave of COVID was there. So thank you to you also, sir, for helping us out.
yeah, yeah, thank you. So before moving to the market outlook, I just wanted to highlight some of the key point which we are observing in the market. That in earlier days, if we just recall the market 1 year back. At that time, the most of the moves comes because of FIIs or DIIs. But in last 1 year, what we have seen the change in our market that is very big positive for our market also is that the retail participation is supporting this rally, which is very this is very much positive for our market as now. Even despite of selling pressure from the FIS front, we are seeing that retailers are buying in the market. They have confidence on the market and they are buying the dips because they have faith on the Indian growth story. And that's the positive development which we have seen in last 1 year time frame, that now retailers are countering the FIS selling. So if this trend is going to continue furthermore, so that we will see furthermore higher level for our market. As we all know that still India is underpenetrated in terms of equity investment. Still, if we just take a view from the overall population base, we are just 4%, 3%, 4% market participants are still participating in the market. So there is a huge scope for participants in the market, and companies are also doing good. And the earning season which we have seen in last 3-4 quarter, which is decently uh, posted the numbers in terms of their quarterly earnings. So overall market is on the growth trajectory, and India economy is also in the upward trajectory. So one should remain invested in the market. Whatever dips are coming in the market, one should do systematically investment in the market, and they should focus more on the large cap for their long term portfolio. But yes, for short term trading, they can focus on some mid cap, small cap, wherever there we see some sort of breakout or breakdown in terms of on the technical setup. But it's a time to remain invested in the market. Even those who are still not invested in the market, they should think to start investing in the market and keep focus on the large cap stock. Now we'll move to the index view. So Nifty is now trading above, comfortably trading above 15,400 level. If we look at the weekly setup, Nifty has formed a rounding bottom formation, and looking at the momentum which we have seen in last 1.5 month, like so whatever corrective action we have seen, Nifty has formed a base at around 14,200, 300 zone, and after consolidation, we have witnessed range breakout. So these breakout is indicating now we can continue furthermore upward towards 15,600, 15,800 zone, which is the next level which we are seeing based on the derivative data as well as based on the technical setup on the near term chart. So we believe that if Nifty continues to hold above 15,350 level, then possible upside target we can see in the coming week towards 15,600, 650 zone. Even 15,800 level cannot be ruled out in the coming weeks or coming month. So these are the near term to short term target for Nifty based on the setup. On the lower side, as I mentioned, 15,350, 300 is the immediate support area, or one can trail their stop loss around these levels. If these levels are sustained, then one should remain on the buying side only for the near-term trend also. For investor, whatever dips are coming, they should buy in the dips. Any volatility comes because of any global cues or any other domestic cues, so you should use any dips as a buying opportunity. So trend is positive. Setup is looking very positive in terms of Nifty. Moving to the Bank Nifty front also, we have seen very good run up in the Bank Nifty, especially in the last 2 weeks, and the participation from the PSU Bank was very encouraging sign. Post SBI result, we have seen all the peer companies, peer banks like PNB, Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank have done well, and whole financial sector is doing good in terms of last 1 or 2 weeks. If we look at the performance of all the banking and financial sector, so uh, we like PSU Bank as well as the private banks also. And looking at the Bank Nifty setup now, we are trading above 35,000 level. So we believe that if Bank Nifty continues to trade above 34,800, 700 zone, then possibly upside target we can see towards 35,800 to 36,500 in the coming weeks. So buy and dip should be your strategy for the Bank Nifty also. So next important resistance, as I mentioned, 35,800, 36,500. Lower side support area, 34,700, then 34,200 are the important support area for the Bank Nifty. So till these levels are intact, one should remain on the buying side for the Bank Nifty also. And especially PSU banks and as well as PSP, private banks are also doing good. So stock like SBI, Bank of Baroda, PNB are our top bet on the PSU banks, and from private bank we like ICICI Bank, IndusInd Bank, HDFC Bank, and Kotak Bank. These all banks are also looking attractive at the current juncture and can remain long. So in Bank Nifty and Nifty both are looking positive. One should use dips as a buying opportunity,
Right.
and
So,
we see furthermore momentum.
sorry to interrupt you, sir. So the question for a retail investor could be, that at this juncture, which is very critical, 15,400 plus levels, what should be the strategy that you think, will help investors?
So generally, what happens at the all-time high level? If we look at the historical chart of the Nifty, whenever Nifty attempt to cross all-time high level, so generally either before hitting the all-time high, sometimes we see corrective action, and sometimes after making new high, we see some sort of correction in the market. So for retail player, those who are playing for with the very small stop losses, those who are day-to-day trader, those who are playing in the market for very small profits, like those who are eyeing for 3 to 4% kind of profit in the market, they should follow strict stop loss, whatever they are buying at the current juncture. So as I mentioned that, for retail trader, those who are a day-to-day trader, they should follow 15,350 as a immediate stop loss, or those who have risk appetite, they can keep 15,300 as a stop loss to remain long in the market. So till these levels are intact, they can remain long side. They can do long side trade in the market. If 15,300 is taken out, then again we should review the market. What could be the next support area for the market? So for retail trader, those who are day-to-day trader, they should follow 15,350 first stop loss, and 15,300 is a second stop loss. For investor, market is in bullish territory. So until unless will not break below 15,000 level, there is no as such dent on the long-term target which we are projecting at the current juncture. Like for next 1 or 2 months, we will be seeing the target of 15,650 or 15,800, or maybe we can cross 16,000 level also. The kind of momentum which we are seeing in the market, there would not be any surprise if we crosses the 16,000 level also in next 1 or 2 months. So trend is positive for trader. 15,350 should be your stop loss. for trading position.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, any sector apart from banking that you like, and stocks that you think will do good?
So for sector specific, we like IT sector. Banking is first sector which we like. Then IT is second priority sector. Third is pharma sector. Fourth one is FMCG sector, and fifth one is oil and gas sector. And sixth one is telecom. But in telecom, Reliance could be the play of oil and gas as well as the telecom. Because in telecom, Bharti is not performing. So we are waiting another 2-3% kind of up move in the Bharti, then we can see some traction in the Bharti also. So priority is IT, banking, IT, pharma, FMCG, and then oil and gas sector. These all sectors are looking very attractive at the current juncture. Those who wants to accumulate the stock, they can focus on the insurance sector uh, as well as the textile sector. These two sectors are looking attractive for accumulation. Auto ancillary sector is also looking very attractive. So you can keep auto ancillary also in the bullish territory. So from stocks from tire space like Balakrishna Industries, C8 Limited, Apollo Tire looking very attractive. Even from battery, you can focus on the uh, stock like Exide Industries, Shop Auto Ancillary, Minda Industries is also looking attractive. So auto ancillary is also looking attractive, but from automobile pack, some of the stocks are looking very attractive like Maruti, Ashok Leyland and M&M. Especially these three stocks are looking positive for the near term trend, but overall sector is still facing some consolidation, and we believe in next 1 or 2 months automobile sector can also do well.
Right, sir. Sir, any stock levels that you would like to share for next week?
Yeah, we have identified some of the stocks for next coming trading session. So we like from auto ancillary Minda Industry, I have already mentioned. So Minda Industry is also looking very attractive. If you look at the overall setup, stock managed to give breakout on the weekly chart of its down sloping trend line at 543 level. So looking at the pattern, we believe that now after this breakout, stock can really further towards 610 to 625 on the upside, and one can buy and accumulate the stock in range of 577 to 567 with stop loss of 555 for potential upside of 7 to 10% from the current level. Another stock which we like is Piramal Enterprises. If we look at the setup, stock was in consolidation for last 2 months, and range breakout has been witnessed in the last week. So this range breakout with volume spurt is suggesting that now we can see a upward momentum in coming trading session towards 1920 to 1980 zone. So one can buy and accumulate this stock with stop loss of 1685. So Piramal Enterprise is also looking attractive. Another stock from FMCG pack, Colgate Palmolive. If you look at the daily setup of Colgate Palmolive, stock managed to give breakout of its multiple resistance zone, and this breakout is suggesting that now stock can rally further towards 1760 to 1800 zone in coming trading sessions. So one can buy and accumulate this stock in range of 1690 to 1655 with stop loss of 1633. Stock is trading above all its important moving average. RSI is in positive mode. All bullish parameters are suggesting that in near term we can see good rally in the Colgate Palmolive. Another stock is from financial sector, that is HDFC AMC. So whole stock market is doing good. Index is trading at all time high level. So this AUM asset management company will also perform good. So we believe that after this recent breakout on the daily chart on the HDFC AMC, this stock can move further higher towards 3080 to 3150 level. Stock managed to give breakout on the daily chart, and now the chart pattern is suggesting that this rally will move further for another 5 to 8% rally we can see in this stock. So one can buy and accumulate the stock in range of 2950 to 2890 with stop loss of 2865. So HDFC AMC is also looking attractive at the current juncture.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.